die here, sweet baby in there, and there's the woke agenda everywhere. And then there's Ubisoft, whose stock prices crashing faster than the Twin Towers. Honestly, this topic fucked me up. For some, the representation in the game isn't enough. Even when the developers make the game as diverse as possible. For others, it's too diverse. Just because the woman is the main character of a fucking game. What's the whole culture war, in my opinion, is just a pure distraction. A tool to take attention away from the real problems in the gaming industry. And just be honest, this was fucking great. Before the video continues, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell, and drop a comment. Also make sure to follow me on Twitch. I'm live every weekend, Friday through Sunday, from 6 PM to 11 PM UTC+1. And don't forget to follow me on my social media channels too. Now back to the video.
Monetization of hell.
It's always the same. Yay! The new releases, FIFA, Assassin's Creed, God, come out. And the first thing you see when you open the game is a fucking ad for microtransactions. Sure, DLCs like Cyberpunk, Phantom Liberty, or all the Fallout 4 DLCs have their place. I don't have any issue with that. But when DLCs like Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, the Skybreaker come out, where you couldn't even start the main game without the DLC, that's where it's get fucking ridiculous. Or all the loot box and pay-to-win bullshit. Yeah, I'm looking at you, FIFA, and you too, COD. Go sit in the corner. Oh, and don't look at me like that. You broke this to yourself, understand? Pack openings where 8-year-olds burn all the parents' money. Skins and COD, where mind you, in an 80 to 100 euro full price title, you can buy skins for pay to win and don't even fit in the fucking setting. Then all the special editions. Base game, gold edition, gold special edition, massage with happy ending edition. Sorry, this should not be one note. Sorry. Where was I? And these were just a few examples. I could also throw Ubisoft, who managed to implement pay-to-win bullshit even in their fucking single-player games. I can already hear some brain idiots saying, then just don't buy it. No shit, Sherlock. But enough morons still buy it just because it fucking exists. It's like throwing shit on the sidewalk and selling it as art. People buy it because it's art, even.
That is one big pile of shit.
Selling unfinished games, fixing them later.
Okay, this is a short one. But here's a question for you. When was the last time you broke the 70 euro full price title that wasn't completely broken and didn't have some serious bugs at launch? I'll give you 10 seconds to think about it. Okay, for me to be honest, it was Stellar Blade that came out last year. But I can't think of many others. Maybe it's just me. I don't really fucking know. But Stellar Blade seems to be the exception when I look at all the unfinished games that were released in the recent years. Cyberpunk 2077, Battlefield 2042, Skull and Bones, Star Wars Outlaws, all came out completely broken, only to be half-hearted fixed later. And then there are the pre-orders, the sin I too have committed. My problem here is that too many AAA games feel like they're coming out in alpha. It's like fans are paying 70 euros to be an alpha tester.
Shut up and take my money!
And the sad thing is, it works.
Representation at any cost.
Oh, I can see that your fingers are itching. But don't worry, here is your favorite topic, wokegaming. And yes, here I join the quirks of the raw critics. When popular IPs get messed up by some social justice warriors and consulting companies just to force
the message.
And then they do it in such an instructive Please help me, Google.
Intrusive, you're goddamn idiot.
and arrogant way that all you can think is,
What the fuck is that? What is that private pile?
don't get me wrong please, I have no problem with representation in media in general. It's right and important. But when important games like Dragon Age the Veil, oh sorry, wrong title, I mean the Pale God drop shit like this.
So, I'm non-binary.
Shut the fuck up! Thank you.
Thus for a woke IP which immediately flopped at launch because not even the so-called modern audience took the game with their ass. Or controlled, and I doesn't mean the plane that failed to start, I mean Sony's disaster of a hero shooter that cost $400 million and shut down the server shortly after release because no one fucking cared about the game. Also a game made for the non-existent modern audience. So, then you shouldn't be surprised that your game flops. Games like The Witcher 3 or Cyberpunk 2077 deals with things like sexuality, gender identity, racism, or the persecution of minorities. But they do it without being forced in your face like, and letting it flow naturally into the world, without forcing their opinions onto the player. Well, maybe it's also because the writers by CDPR actually have talent. And this is like Eve's a big but, in my unqualified opinion, this woke debate is just a way to distract from the real problems in the gaming industry. Oh, and no dear outrage woke soldier. It's not a bad thing if a game has a hot protagonist.
Seeing woke where there is none.
But don't forget the other side of the political spectrum. The ones who see woke propaganda everywhere and in everything just because the game doesn't meet their standards. Right now, GTA 6 is a good example. Some idiots are crying because it now pay attention please. Do it pay attention? Do ya? Okay. The protagonist of the GTA game. By that logic, every game where you play a woman as a protagonist would have to be woke. And I don't think you'd call a character like 2B, Jill Valentine, Lara Croft, Samus Aran, Elizabeth, Lilith, or Bayonetta fucking woke. And don't even get me started on the uglification. That's a whole topic for itself and deserves their own video. Oh, and by the fucking way, please listen on both sides now. The complaints are always about women, whether it's woke washing or unrealistic beauty standards. At least I can think of a single male example in these types of discussions. But back to GTA 6. There are tons of YouTube videos claiming that GTA 6 will be woke without any real evidence to back it up. And once again, just because the game has a female protagonist doesn't automatically make it woke. How the protagonist is written is the real indicator. Dustbone is here a good example of bad writing.
Fella you're with, the black kid? Dresses like a writer? Does he know anything?
You are racist.
And yes, with games like Fable, where the protagonist was obviously made ugly.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Even if that's a subjective opinion, you can smell the consulting shit show from 3 kilometers away. But neither of these things apply to GTA 6. We still nothing about the story, and Lucia, the female protagonist, actually looks pretty hot. Aside from that, Latinas are generally hot, and who doesn't like jerk off by a good Peter Jensen hardcore porn?
Conclusion.
Gaming, at least in the AAA sector, has major issues. Greedy studios, overworked developers, unfinished games, and right in the middle of it all, a fucking toxic culture war on both sides of the political spectrum that distracts from these problems. And who's the fuck to blame? Yeah, we, the customers. And that includes you, and yes, even me. But what can we do about it? The solution is quite simple. Change the fucking game, not the player. By that I mean let your wallet speak. Buy more AA or indie games. Criticize the AAA studios in their business practices. But for God's fucking sake, stop switching each other's eyes out just because the game doesn't meet your fucking expectations.